Hello everyone. Thank you coming for my presentation. I'm Tomoya Oda from EY Japan. Do you like coffee?
Yes.
Yes.
As you all know, coffee is one of the most popular drink all over the world. Today I'm going to talk about coffee. I have divided my presentation into 4 parts. First, I'm going to share with you the benefits of coffee. Then, how to get the best coffee. And next, the distinction between whole beans and ground beans. Finally, my recommendation and conclusion. This presentation will take about 7 minutes. And there is a time for questions at the end of my talk. Do you know what benefits does coffee have? Do you know?
Antioxidants.
I choose 4 advantages drinking coffee, such as awakening, anti-aging, weight loss, to lower cholesterol level, etc. Coffee has a lot of benefits like this. Moving on my next slide. Where do you get the best coffee? Starbucks?
Seattle City.
When we are outside or in our workplace, we go to cafe like Starbucks or Tally's. On the other hand, when we are at home, we make coffee. We have many options how to make coffee. For example, we can make it from whole beans or from ground beans or from instant sticks like 3-in-1 coffee. Which coffee do you usually drink? Instant coffee. Each way has its excellent point. Going to cafe is the easiest way to drink delicious coffee, but it costs too much. While instant coffee is very cheap, but the taste is not so good. Today, I will focus on whole beans and ground beans. I'd like to ask you a question. Which is better to buy whole beans or ground beans? I know most of you will choose ground beans because a coffee grinder is needed for whole beans. And it's not so common in this country. Of course, grinding whole beans is troublesome. If you buy ground beans, you don't have to get a coffee grinder just to brew your coffee. However, in the aspect of taste and aroma, whole beans coffee is superior to ground beans coffee. The reason is that ground beans have a shorter shelf life than whole beans. In other words, coffee starts to lose its flavor as soon as the grinding process is completed. This is why I always buy whole beans. I buy award-winning beans. It is a little expensive, but it's much cheaper than cafe. Since I bought a coffee grinder, I stopped going to Starbucks or Tally's. Because my coffee is much better than these in terms of taste and aroma. The issue is of whole beans or ground beans also applies to the health aspects of drinking coffee. For example, coffee contains chlorogenic acid that is good for our health because it is able to control the outbreak of the cancer cell. And there is much chlorogenic acid in whole coffee than in ground coffee. In fact, the real nature of the chlorogenic is the aroma of the coffee. So, in the aspect of our health, whole beans is better than ground beans too. I'm coming now to the end of my presentation. I recommend you to buy whole beans, grind them, and pour hot water into them. If you do so, you will feel more relaxed. We should buy whole beans to get all these benefits. It is my conclusion. Should I buy whole beans or ground beans? My answer is whole beans. Thank you for your kind attention.